England could have as much as 20 to 30 millimetres of rainfall, and that will continue to push eastwards, lingering longest across the far southeast and also the Northern Isles. Behind it, some sunshine, but also some showers, with temperatures 8 in Aberdeen, 10 in Belfast and 13 in Cardiff. Now, moving towards the latter part of the week, you can see how that rain clears quite quickly. Then low pressure starts to dominate the weather. There's a squeeze in isobars, and we'll look at the direction the wind's coming from. It's coming from the northwest. So although temperatures will be very similar to what we're looking at during the week, with that change in wind direction, it will feel that bit fresher than it has done. And by the weekend, we'll be looking at some more rain coming our way.
As extreme weather conditions intensify, wildfires have been breaking out across the globe.
These are some of the worst wildfires this area has seen for many years.
For people in the area now, there is a lot of concern about how far and how fast the flames may move.
So the wildfire risk, despite the devastation in Lahaina, is far from over.
See the headlines as they happen on the BBC News app and get the full story with bbc.co.uk/news. Follow the story for all the latest with BBC News.
Hello, you're watching BBC News. I'm Lukwesa Burak, and we're standing by to bring you the latest from the UK's COVID inquiry. It's continuing to hear from more witnesses in London. It did conclude, or rather break for lunch 5 minutes late, which is why the scheduled time of 2 o'clock has been put back to 2:05, when we'll be hearing from Dr. Ben Warner. Now, just to remind you who he is a former Downing Street advisor. Earlier, we also heard from Claire Lombardelli, who is a former advisor to the Treasury. Also, speaking earlier, was Stuart Glassborough, who is a former civil servant on the Prime Minister's team. You'll remember him because he featured in one of those pictures that many of us are familiar with now, with the tinsel, the green tinsel hanging around his neck. So that's who we are going to be hearing from later. But just to bring you a little bit more, the former chief economic advisor, Claire Lombardelli, who is currently an economist. She was also the government's chief economist advisor